Record. Okay, so you all were sent the Millionaires in Training or Charity Holden's video that talks about training newbies. And we wanted to kind of, we've watched the video, we've taken notes, we have started implementing some of this with our newbies. And so we wanted to teach you guys how we're doing this because several of you have been in the business for months. And this is something new that we are doing. And so we want you to understand, how we're doing it, what it looks like. We want to walk you through exactly what we're doing because it's very similar to charities, but it's not exactly the same. And obviously you may not feel like leaders, but you are leaders in our minds. So you should view yourselves that way. And so this is going to be something that eventually, down the line, you may end up tweaking for your newbies and that sort of thing and seeing what works for you. But I will tell you that as a leader, if you try to train all of your new enrollees, if you're a mass enroller and you're enrolling and you may think this is crazy, but someday this will be you, enrolling 10 or 12 or 15 distributors a month, and you're trying to train all of them and train all of your team's new teammates, you'll make yourself crazy and you will spread yourself too thin and not be able to train them effectively. So our goal is to help you train them effectively and to show you the see one, do one, teach one method so that literally our newbies are ready to do this and seal the deal because they know how to do it because they're seeing us do it, okay? So what I want to do is I want to walk you guys through, I'll be referencing things that Charity talks about on her video while I'm talking through this, but I had 3 newbies signed up last night, okay? So I literally have been going through these steps, so I kind of want to just take you guys through what I'm doing with them right now and then what the next week to 2 weeks will look like, okay? It won't look exactly like charities, but there's some similarities and there's some scripts that we're going to share in the chat also that we're using, so I think that'll be beneficial as well. And Kelly and Courtney and Becca, whenever, if I'm skipping over something or anything like that, please interrupt me. And then I will definitely punt it to you guys when I am tired or feel like I'm not explaining something clearly. So, okay. Last night, I signed up 3 newbies, right? So first one that comes to mind is Aaron. After each of them signed up, my immediate question to them was, when do you have 10 or 15 minutes that we can talk on the phone? Tonight or tomorrow? So setting up that 10 or 15 minute phone call that Charity talks about is so important. And that 10 or 15 minute phone call literally should be kept to 10, 15, 20 minutes max. You don't want to overwhelm them, right? They're already overwhelmed if they've logged into eSuite or looked at the team page or anything like that. So 10 or 15 minutes. So I had a call at 2 o'clock with my new girl, Erin. And Erin is someone who I literally started talking to a few days ago on Instagram. So we don't know each other that well. So that 10 or 15 minute conversation, I talked to her about her why. What is her reason for joining the business? What's her financial goal? Because let's be honest, we're all here to make money, right? So I want to know what her financial goal is. And I want her to know what my first financial goal in the business was. Because I got into this business to make $500 extra, right? Is Courtney going to put a hat on now too? Or are you guys all going to wear hats? Okay. So $500 a month, it may be $100, whatever. You need to know where they want to go so that you know. Okay, and Kelly said if you all aren't taking notes, definitely jot down a few tips. So you need to know where they're going because you need to be able to guide them, time-wise, what they should be doing every day, that kind of a thing. That's going to come down the line, right? So 10 or 15 minutes, I got on the phone with Erin. She told me her goal was, and I wrote this down because I want to be able to refer back to her goal when she's, 2 weeks down the line, okay, I signed my 4 customers, but now I've hit a wall. Whatever it might be, I want to know what her goal is and her why. So she wants to make $500 a month. She's got 2 kids. Her husband travels a lot. And she's a fitness instructor for Bar Method. So that's what she does primarily now for income for her. So we talked about that. Then we talked about her first goal in the business. First steps, you guys, I am adding my newbies to the team page immediately, but I'm holding off on the Get Focused group. And I think it's okay also to hold off on the team page if you want, because you want to see that they're completing their videos, right? Those videos are really, really important. So I talked to her about the videos, and I talked to her first goal being the 4 loyal customers. I mentioned that we have a team page that she's been added to, but she doesn't really need to worry about that quite yet. And I talked to her about announcing her business on social media. We need to get those announcement posts out like ASAP. We need to be giving them examples. We need to be walking them through. If they want to write their own, help them write it. It should be, we have multiple examples out there that are great. Maybe we can throw, Kelly, could you throw, or Courtney, could you guys throw a couple of those examples up for announce it, like newbies to announce that they could save? So those are what I'm talking to them about. And in relation, I want them to be watching those videos, but I want them to hit the ground running with their 4 loyal customers. So Charity Holden says 48 hours. I am telling my newbies like the next couple days. So my new girl, Erin, I told her as soon as we get off the phone, I said, I want you to make a list of 20 people that you are going to message this message. And I'm going to send you the message, and you're going to send it out to them. And when they say yes, sure, then I have a message that you're going to send them. And when you send them that message, it's going to say, hey, I'm going to add you to a group here. And let me read this to you guys really quick because it'll just be easier. And then Kelly can throw it up in the chat. So I now have a note that says training newbies. Okay. And I have like announcement posts saved in there, and I have this script. So this message that I'm having them send to those 20 people, so I talked to them about like chicken soup for the soul people. I talked to them about their closest friends and family. I'm having them send, hey lady, I just got started in a health and wellness company, and I'm super excited to be starting this new adventure. I was curious if you may want to be a 90-day product model for me using one of our products. I'm looking for 2 more ladies right now, and I'd love your help to build my portfolio. You would get a huge discount for helping me out. Would you by chance be interested? I tell them it's okay to change it up, but it needs to end in a question. And if you're going to change it up, we need to talk about it. Okay. So Erin, for example, she's sending the message. She was excited. She's sending the message. And then when they say yes or sure, reply with the following and put me and your friend and you in a 3-way chat on Messenger, which can also be done in 3-way text. And I was just on the phone with another newbie and told her, if someone wants to talk on the phone, we can do that too. That's totally an option. If someone's, more comfortable with the phone, a mom, whatever. So the message they send after that is, okay, awesome. I'm going to add you to a group chat with my leader, Kelly, since she knows a little bit more about it and I'm still learning. So then we go on and I show them how I'm going to seal the deal. I already had a girl. So you're going to have people that obviously are going to start as loyal customers, through those conversations. You're going to have people that say no. If people are saying no, I'm going to ask them for referrals, or I'm going to ask them if they want to host a post for their friend. You guys, this is going to be able to teach, we're going to teach our newbies how to gain loyal customers, how to ask for host a post, how to ask for referrals. And these are the same messages that you're having with your potential customers, your potential distributors, but you're showing your newbies how to do that. And so will it take up time? Yes. Will it take some getting used to? Yes. An organization suggestion that Charity suggested was, because she's doing a lot of messages, if they send out those 20 messages and all 20 people say sure, yeah, they are going to, that's a lot of messages, right? And let's say you have 5 newbies, that's like 100 messages, right? So the example Charity said is rename the group and give that newbie an emoji. So let's say my new girl Erin is the unicorn emoji, or my new girl Paige is the pink heart emoji. And I can put the pink hearts, and then I can go on Messenger. You've got messages, active groups. You can click on groups and you can look at all of the unicorn messages, all of the pink heart messages. So as far as organization, that is a really good way to organize this, because as all of you are not currently, you're helping your newbies, but you're not like actively training them like this. This is an adjustment for Courtney and Becca and Kelly and I as well. So it's going to take time, but it will be well worth it, because not only is this going to help fast start your teammates, it's going to help them get their $100 shopping spree, which is super exciting, which we definitely need to be celebrating those more. But there's so many positives to this. So many people don't ever get their business off the ground because they don't know who to message. They don't know how to message them. Even if we give them scripts, they only want to message the people that are commenting on their posts. So this is going to help them get those messages out, get that first post up, and go from there. Does anyone have any questions about that thus far? About the three-way messages? They need to be watching the videos. The 10 to 15 minute call, that's so important. You guys, I can't tell you how many newbies I have failed to launch, and I feel responsible because I didn't get them on the phone. I didn't get them on the phone. I didn't go that extra mile. And you guys, I used to focus on Zooms, and Zooms aren't a bad thing either, but 10 or 15 minutes on the phone, like I would do Zoom sometimes and Zoom with them for hours. If they're not my personality, they are going to be like, what am I doing? That's why it's so important to just throw at them that goal of the first 4 loyal customers, watching your videos, and announcing your business. On that phone call, I'm also talking to them about going live on their page. So a lot of you are not going to like this, but this is important. So Charity Holden talks about in her video going live on their page. So unfortunately, Facebook has changed things a little bit, and they won't let me go to like Kelly's page and go live. Kelly has to go live and then invite me in. So the way that I've explained it to my 2 newbies today from last night is, hey, we need to pick a day, anytime, that works best for you. We'll pick, I basically said, pick a day or 2 and a couple times that work for you, and I'm going to go live on your page. And I'm going to talk for about 20 minutes about launching your business. I'm going to talk about new products. And you guys, I haven't done this yet, so I haven't fully decided like what all I'm going to go over. I may focus on like the Fit 30 and my results, or I may even just talk about the products that we talk about in our golden message response. So like keto coffee, the cleanse, greens, which really all come in the Fit 30. I feel like the Fit 30 products are a really good 6 products to cover, right? Wraps, defining gel, greens, cleanse, keto coffee, and shake. 6 good products to cover, probably something you can do in 20 minutes. Tell your story, talk about how excited you are to be helping, Erin launch her business, and call it good. You guys, if you don't like going live, I get it. I don't love it either, but I promise the more you do it, the easier it will be. And this is the way I explained it. Erin, my new distributor from earlier, she seemed like totally fine with it. We set a time already for Thursday, right? And I told her, you're going to go live on your page. You're going to invite me in, and you're just going to sit there and look pretty, and I'm going to do all the talking. Okay? I was like, Paige, she was a little bit more nervous about it. She's like, we're going to do what? I'm like, yep, you're going to go live. You're going to invite me in, and I'm going to do all the talking. She's like, okay. So we haven't set her date and time yet. But it's important to do that within their first, few days. And if they're local to you, in addition to the live launch on their Facebook, we have to do local launches, like in-person parties. And again, it doesn't have to be a full-blown, you can take bits and pieces from the party pad. You can go over the Fit 30. You can then just like breeze through the other parts. You can talk about whatever you want. You can do a sip and sample, because if they are local to you and we are not launching them, we're doing a dissatisfaction to their business, to our business, as leaders. Like, we have to do that. And I promise you, in-person parties, like just like vendor events, like I love them once I'm there. It's just committing to it. You just have to commit to it. So live Facebook launch, in-person launch if they're local. An in-person launch, I understand that may need to take like a week or 2 for planning. That's okay. But you guys, I have people that signed up in March and I haven't launched them in person yet. I should have launched them this month. Like, that's not okay. So I'm like on their butts about launching them in person. So, and I want you guys to know that like, we recognize this is a completely different, like, this isn't the way that we trained you all, because you all are here. You weren't trained this way. Promise you that. So we recognize that, and we are really working hard because we see the benefit of this. In addition to this, so something that I know that all Courtney, Becca, Kelly, and I are all doing is we are putting everyone into a newbie chat, and we're giving them tips and message ideas. And when we have parties for their first month, those newbie chats are still going to continue. And you guys are fine. Like, I don't think it's necessary for you guys to run your own newbie chats until you're like diamond or double diamond, and then we can have those conversations. But because we're sending the same, I'm looking at Laura, April, Eve, like, you guys have been in several of those chats. You've seen, like, I'm sending the same messages, right? I'm sending the same prompts. I'm sending how to be plugged in, all of that good stuff. But at the beginning, you'll notice, like, I've kind of changed the way that I'm really focusing on, like, who wants to get their first 4 loyal customers? And those are messages you're going to see us sending in those newbie chats. Like, hey, I've only got so much time, but I want to work on who wants to get those first 4 loyal customers. So for example, because we are just starting this, like, Eve enrolled a couple of distributors. She's on my team this month. And so I've started helping them. And April also, I'm starting to help them do these 3-way chats. And so they've sent me a few. But you guys, I really want to push with these newbies. Like, you need to send 20 of these messages out, like, today. Because if we're pushing, like, send out these messages today, let's get your first few customers in the next couple days. Like, you know how good that's going to feel, them getting their first customer or 2 customers in their first couple of days? Like, that's so exciting. You guys have to remember how that felt to get your first customer. Like, mine was my mother-in-law, and she ordered a ton of stuff, and I was just like, oh my God, I've got someone in the computer. Like, hallelujah. Okay? So we need to help them do that. We need to hold their hands. So much of this business, and Cami Pentecost, talks about this all the time. You have to develop people. Cami Pentecost was a black diamond. I know you guys all know her as Cami Pentecost, VP of Field Development. She was a black diamond in the business when I started. Okay? She has never been a mass enroller, ever. She completed her steps to success once she'd been in the business, a couple of years, I think she said. Like, that's when she started doing it. But she was all about developing people, building those relationships. You guys, we have to do a better job. And that's what these messages and holding hands and helping people get started, we have to do a better job of getting to know people. Because we're in the business of relationships and building those relationships. And we need to know why people are in this. We need to know what they're afraid of. We need them. And if we've got that open line of communication from day one, they're going to be much more likely to come to us and be like, hey, I'm really frustrated about this. Or, hey, I don't know what to do or what to say about this, rather than like one negative comment or one negative person shutting them down from day one. Okay? Because you know that happens. I had that happen, but Harmony built a relationship with me from day one. So I didn't walk away. I didn't let that get to me. You have to build those relationships with your newbies. Okay? So, I know that I feel like I'm all over the place all the time. So first, before we open it to questions, I want to see if Kelly, Courtney, or Becca want to like elaborate on anything that I said, or anything that I like should have gone into more detail with, or anything you feel like I missed completely.
Just about like the posting part, because I'm up in the air with that, because I was always told different things, like send them posts every day for a week, or send them a post every other day, or send them a post for 30 days. I'm like, that's a lot. I mean, send them, like, they should look for it, if anything. But I didn't know what y'all were doing for sending newbies posts. Like, do you just, like, add them? Because what I've been doing with my people is adding them to that signing distributor loyal customer page, because it has literally posts for everything. They can't look that up. And I literally, like, circle the group, and send it to them. But I don't know what y'all doing.
This is the thing about,
give them a post to post?
I give them the newbie post, and I talk about who to follow and how to plug in. Like, these are places to get posts. I have 2 years of posts. If they come to me and they're like, I want to post about this, I don't know how to word it. Here's the thing though, when we started in this business, copying and pasting posts wasn't that big of a deal. Now Facebook algorithms detect that. So I think that what Courtney is suggesting and adding them to that group, which I don't even know that all of the leaders on my team are in that group, and I don't use that group that often, but it is a valuable group. Alyssa Billiou created this group, and it was created for leaders initially, and it essentially like has different posts in the group, like cleanse posts. And then below in the comments, leaders have posted like cleanse and all of that. So I can certainly add all of you guys to that. I don't think that's a bad thing whatsoever. I just think that they need to understand that posting should be personalized to a sense. So I'm really encouraging, them to look at my page. I can help them reword, you can scroll back for 2 years if you want, but, and then there's also in each of our team pages, there's an album that says your first 30 days, like posting ideas. So if people are looking for ideas and they're not like taking the initiative, then I will tag them in that as well. So I think giving them guidance is good. I don't think that giving them a post every day is a necessity. Kelly.
Sorry guys. First of all, can we just talk about, I learned how to copy and paste on my computer, and I haven't had learned to do that since I got this a long time ago. So I'm excited about that. I was copying and pasting away. So if you guys look in the chat, you can copy and paste that to your notes. I do that to, that was actually in my notes app on my phone called Training DTs, Training New DTs. So you can reference that later on. You can just copy all of that and paste it if it's a hot mess. But Courtney, as far as sending post ideas, she's on the phone, so I'm not sure if she can hear me, but I give them, one to get them started out with their first one. Of course, their intro post, give them examples of a couple of them. And then maybe I usually start with hair, skin, and nails. They get a hair, skin, and nails one, and then I'll show them what a cleanse one is. But then after that, they can look at my page. I've been doing this for 2 years. They can go back to my page. There's so many posts there. So many posts, okay? So they can actually just go back and look through it. And then, yes, I tag them in the other stuff. But as far as daily post ideas, I do like a daily, like a post challenge for my newbies. I'll put that in there and tell them to change the words. But I'm not going to go in there every day, all day, and give them, okay, it's noon, it's time to make a post. No, we're not going to do that. But as far as helping them, yes, it's what I do. And I put in the chat exactly what I'm saying to create these three-way chats, guys, because they need to know exactly what we're doing. We can't just tell people to do something, and I don't know if Kelly covered this or not because I was copy and pasting away, but we can't just like tell people to do something. This is their own business. They have to want to do it. But we also need to lead by example and show them exactly how we're doing it. So I'm just going to go ahead and talk about these three-way messages. I know you touched on it a little bit, but I'm pretty excited about them. So I figured I would touch a little bit more on them. So in the message chat, if you read it, that's exactly what I'm sending them. Okay. In my newbie thread, or if you just have one newbie, that's fine too. I'm asking them, are you ready to get your first 4 loyal customers? Are you ready to get your $100 bonus? Like, I'm ready to help you if you're ready. And so then I will, if she says she's ready, and a lot of them won't say they're ready yet if you have a few that you signed up for this deal. But if they're ready, then on one-on-one in a message, I am chatting with them. If it's in a voice message, it's in a voice message. But that's what I'm saying. What's in the chat is, we're going to be sending, pick 20 people. Okay. And if you've already told them, guys, if you're on this Zoom right now and you've already told them to send out messages to their 20 people on their chicken noodle soup list, gosh, then I have them pick 20 people from their Active Now feed. And I have them send this message. And then when they respond, they get the, okay, awesome. So I'm looking for one person for weight loss, one person who's looking for longer hair, blah, blah, blah. It's just a newbie twist on the golden. That's all this is. And then so I have them send 20 of these out. I tell them, don't even think about it. Look at your Active Now. Send 20 of these out. When you get a response, you're going to send this message out. And then when they respond with that, whether they say, I want to lose weight or whatever, let me know what it is or screenshot it. I always have them screenshot what it is. And then I have them send that, okay, great. I'm actually going to add you to a group chat with my leader since she knows a little more about, I can't talk, more about it, and I'm still learning. So this is awesome. So we're getting these people in three-way chats, and you don't have to go live in the chat. It's just messaging. And you're talking to them like you would your customer. But you're helping your new DT start her business and get her 4 loyal customers. Okay, so what's so great about this is They are seeing exactly how you are messaging in this three-way chat, exactly like how you're using the wording, how you're working your business, okay? So when they see that, I've been doing three-way chats. Not everybody says yes to me every day, okay? I may enroll more than you because I talk to more people. That's all it is. We always talk about it being a numbers game, okay? So when you're training your newbies and you're talking to these people in three-way chats, they're seeing that you also are getting told no. And that's why I love this. You are showing them that it's okay if you get told no. Everybody gets told no. So then when they're going into it, they're not going to get, their feelings hurt or broken down or whatever because they're getting told no, because we get told no too. And here's the proof. It's right here. Okay. So then when I get told no in these three-way chats, then I turn it around and show them how we can turn a no into a host to post. Completely understand that you don't have the money. What would you say of making a post for Kelly to help support her business this way? If she signs a customer from it, I'm willing to give you a free sample. What do you think? And they're always like, yeah, sure, whatever. So then you're also teaching them how you host a post. It's perfect. It's all in one. You're teaching them, yes, it could take a little bit longer than what you would like to just give them a message or give them this, but how successful are they going to be later? You want them to stick around. You want them to really run with this with you and be there with you. So I don't know, this has just been so great and I'm super excited about it. So then if you get told yes, if they tell you yes, you show them how you do the prices, how you talk about the loyal customer program, and they're learning that way. And then you're also showing them how you're going to enroll a customer, whether you send them the steps or you get their information, you're showing them how to do that every step of the way. And then that group message is like your loyal customer at the same point. So you have control of the conversation and everything. So it's worked out really well. That's just kind of what I wanted to touch on is that message chat. It's been really great so far. But I had to tell you, so I did 2 of them for one of my girls, and she's like, okay, I have somebody else that responded. And I was like, okay, do you want to take this one on your own? She goes, I actually think I can. And she signed a loyal customer from it. So they're learning. Once they do it and see it, they're learning. So that's what I wanted to say. I'm talking too much, but.
No, you're good. So see one, do one, teach one, right? That's what Charity talks about. You guys, I've watched this video like 3 times and my mind is like blown. I'm obsessed with it. So, okay, big takeaways that I want you to take away from tonight, because I don't want to overwhelm you guys anymore. And I feel like we've covered everything thoroughly. Becca, do you feel like we're good? Sorry. Yes, Becca, talk. Go, girl. Go.
I kind of just wanted to touch base on posting. After showing them how to copy and paste or use a guidance in the beginning. This is just a little bit after, like a week after, once they do get their business builder kit in the mail. Is teaching them how to structure a post with the product posts. One is like feeling why they're taking it, before and afters. Just a little structure of why they're taking it, who can take it, what effects it does, like it tightens, tones, and firms. And then before and after is always sell. So that's just something I kind of wanted to touch base on. Just the structure of a post. And that's it from Enzo.
He's so cute though. Okay, so big takeaways is holding hands, right? That first 10 to 15 minute call, their announcement post, getting that up ASAP, getting them posting, so helping them with posting, whether you want to send them posts, how you want to do that, that's totally fine. 3-way messages, so like 20 people, like Kelly said, something that I've been doing, I'm with the new people now, I'm like on top of them on a one-on-one, but newbies from this last like month, 2 months, I'm like, hey, are you ready to get those first 4 loyal customers? Hey, are you, people that I didn't launch this way, I'm really trying to get them engaged and get them going, even though they didn't get going, from day one. Because if you don't get going from day one, that's a lot of what holds people back. So 3-way messages, going live on their page, if they're local to you, launches, And this is going to evolve. And you guys, you have to know that Kelly, Courtney, myself, and Becca, we all have different styles and all have our different way of doing things. So these things are going to evolve and change, and we'll probably maybe do like another leadership call like midway through the month and see how things are going. But we really, and maybe we can add to this and cultivate and grow this. But for now, I think this is a great place to start. And obviously, like, you guys have access to us. So ask us questions. I know this is a lot of information that we're throwing at you, but I wanted to make sure that you guys understood, you know, and like, we're all very red. And so there's a little bit of like, there's a lot of red in us and then like control. But I can tell you that once you guys are training your newbies and doing this like with us, it's fulfilling. It makes you feel good. And to help them seal the deal is like the best thing ever. It's so exciting and so fun for them. So, ask us questions, pretend like you're newbies again, like trying this when you have new distributors that you enroll and you're trying this with. Even if you have a teammate that you feel like never really got off the ground in the past couple months and you want to try this with, like, and you feel like messaging is an issue, you guys, so many people tell me, I've already messaged everyone that showed interest from my posts. That tells me they're only messaging the people that are interested because of their posts. They're not messaging all of their friends and family. They're not messaging all of their friends on Facebook. You know, building that relationship is important, but I'm constantly messaging new people every single day. So they need to know that from the get-go, that's what we're going to do. And then they're going to do it. And it's going to be like, well, that's what I've always done. I've always messaged new people every day. Right? So helping them seal the deal on those first 4 customers is going to be huge. And it's going to help their confidence. It's going to help your confidence. And it's going to help them stay in the business. And not, you know, and not give up because someone tells them no. So, all right. If nobody has any burning questions, I think we can call it.
Real fast.
Yeah.
What's an easy way to keep track of those 3-way? I mean, I know you said like the emojis and stuff, but like, you know, sometimes people just don't respond, and then you're like, oh crap, I forgot to follow up with so and so. Like,
well, I think
are you going to be commenting in there like following up too? So
I think it's good to do that. Like, I mean, this is new, so I haven't really gotten that far, but I think that it's that's why I think the emojis is essential, because then if Erin, like I said, is my unicorn emoji, I can put in a unicorn emoji on my search bar and all of her messages are going to come up, and then I can say, hey, how are you liking this? Or, hey, did you give any more thought to this? And I think having those conversations about follow-up with your newbies is important too.
Did you say
go ahead.
Emoji? Are you putting the same emoji for every conversation for that same person?
Mm-hmm. So that distributor is the unicorn emoji, or that new distributor is a pink heart.
Okay, so it's the same emoji for different conversations, so you kind of keep track of them?
Yes.
Got it.
So like all of Erin's conversations that she sent to me, I haven't renamed them yet, but I need to go in and put an emoji next, because she sent me like 5 or 6 while I was at dinner, right? So like,
yeah.
The nice thing is too, you can also click in your messenger, there's messages, active, groups. You can click on groups and it'll show you all your groups, because like our leadership group pops up. My leadership group pops up, like all those things pop up. And so you can go through your group that way too.
So are you putting their name and then the emoji, or just the emoji?
I'm going to put the emoji in their name.
Got it. I just want to make sure, because I was confused. But
yeah. No, I think that's probably the easiest way, because without having, because I'm a pen and paper girl.
A ton of chats.
Yeah.
Got it.
And I think that's a good way to teach them follow up too, you know. Okay. So we are going to call this good. Make sure you guys listen to the family call tonight at 9, because Mark's supposed to make an announcement. It'll be live on his page. So be sure to be doing that, because I can't wait to see what it is. Yeah, Kel? No? Somebody said something? No? Okay. All right. I just don't want to, I think that's good to start, and then we can do another leadership call like midway through the month. Yes?
If y'all have questions and you're just too afraid to ask on here, like message me or Kelly or whatever, whoever your person is.
Yeah. Or if I've scared you and I'm your person, message Kelly Hayes or Courtney or Becca and tell them Kelly's scary. Like, that's okay too. I feel like I can be scary sometimes. Okay. All right. Thank you guys.